Paul, you never want to speak too soon and say the job is done, but that is the most amazing advantage to have at this point in the tie.
No, for sure. For sure the result is positive, but it's not finished. There's one more leg to go through. So we're going to have to stay focused and play the next game with the same mentality.
The first half, obviously, they had the advantage. It looked like United, you were losing your way a little bit. What was the team talk at half-time? Because, the cliche in football, it's a tale of two halves. It really seemed like that. The second half was incredible.
I would say first half, they had really we made two mistakes and we conceded two goals. And after, when we conceded the second goal, we were a bit all over the place. But after half-time, we just talk and we say, let's do the right things. Let's do simple things and everything will go through. We did. The manager spoke. We were all motivated, determined to go and to score more goals as possible.
You mentioned sort of the first half mistakes. Obviously, you conceded the penalty, but I want to ask you, in that circumstance, with a wet pitch, what else could you have done to avoid that?
Just don't tackle. I don't know how to tackle. Why should I tackle? That's my problem. I try to tackle and be, the English guy, but I need to practice more into this. I was
but
really.
With your arm, where else could your arm have gone?
Exactly. I need to practice to tackle without arms now. No, I would say it's unlucky. It's unlucky for me. I've been unlucky a lot this season for penalties, so I need to start learning this. But it's okay. We were confident still, and we had the result that we wanted.
Yeah, he's right. Not for the first time, Paul Pogba giving away a penalty by handballing in the box. It's one of those weird things where we're not saying that the decision was wrong. It was the right decision based on the laws of the game. The problem is the laws of the game. But listen, we're going to talk about good stuff for Manchester United. He said there to Reshman, we spoke at half-time about coming out and doing right things, and they did do the right things at the start of the second half. They looked like a team transformed, actually.
Well, Pogba, I know Cavani played great, but I thought Pogba was the best player on the pitch for me. But Roma really skulls the game. Start this second half, 2-1 up. And really in control of the game, in possession, obviously trying to pin United in. It's fine there, the turnover of possession. And you see there, they got the back three in. They're actually quite organised. That's DOR. And that is just Villa there. Ooh, it's taking a little funny turn. But the point is, they're actually quite organised, Scholes, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in good shape.
But keep an eye at Cristante.
Yeah.
What Scholes, why is he stepping out?
He's
in a back three. Just stay in there. There's no problem. And you see what happens if you just run it on.
Yeah, it's absolute madness. All he does, he just has to drop 10 yards, go with Cavani. Everything's fine, everything's relaxed. He commits himself crazily. Paul just plays a nice little pass to Cavani. He's out of play, and all of a sudden it's 3-on-2. And we know the quality of Fernandes has to find a pass. He plays Cavani, and what a finish as well. You have to give him credit for the finish.
The thing is, to be 2-1 up at Old Trafford in that position, to then go and play that way and be so open was crazy. But you have to credit United in the second half. The quality of the goals was just absolutely first class from United. The thing is, when they get all these types of players linking in these areas, Scholes and I were talking about it there. You got Pogba, you got Bruno, you got Cavani, you got Marcus. There's so many world-class players, Scholes, isn't there? When they can get in here and link, then they're just so hard to stop.
You're right, there is such an array of talent now, and I totally agree. I thought Paul Pogba was outstanding tonight, and we said from that position, it's a position where you can create, it's a position where you can score goals. Okay, he didn't quite create there, but he's linked well with Fernandes. Fernandes is one that shows that pass out to Wan-Bissaka. Really poor goalkeeping, we must say that, but again, you've got a top-class centre-forward who's sniffing for a chance and ready to pounce at any given moment.
What were your thoughts on Cavani tonight, Owen? Quality.
That was Scholes, you mentioned it, proper centre-forwards performance. Look, I love Martial, I love Marcus, but they're more kind of the modern attackers where they can play multiple positions, off the left, off the right, can play through the middle. But Cavani, he has that experience of playing that position. I thought his hold-up play, Scholes, was brilliant to bring all the other boys into play.
It was sensational. As you said, as Owen said, it was an all-round centre-forwards performance.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen these types of players, your Marcus, your Mason, your Martial. We're not quite sure if they are centre-forwards. Tonight, that tells you that is a real centre-forward up there. Led the line, brought players into play. A great pass we'll see in a bit as well. for one of the goals. 2 brilliant goals. What a finish, the first one, top corner. Gave the keeper no chance, and then a sniffer's goal as well. So I just thought it was a brilliant all-round performance. Just a little bit disappointed he didn't get his hat-trick, really.
I know. As he will be, no doubt, because that's what elite players are like, isn't it? We'll have a look at the 5th and 6th goals in just a second. But if Paul Pogba was frustrated about giving away that penalty, the visitors will be just as frustrated about this one as well. It was a strange one.
Look, it's not a penalty. Do you know what? The standard of the refereeing, I thought was really, really poor. If these are penalties, you're going to get these every week. The amount of times you see that happen, week in, week out. Chris Smalling just getting over there. Cavani absolutely, he completely misses the ball. You see what he's trying to do. And it's just an accidental collision. Chris had a difficult night, actually. A little bit of fault for the 2 or 3 goals. And it's never a penalty. As I say, standing refereeing is poor, but what a penalty as well. It's a run right in the top corner again, goalkeeper no chance.
Yeah, ref didn't have a good day. But thing is, the quality of the United players in the attack, all of a sudden there, when you get that many good players out on the pitch and then they can control the game like they did. They didn't have control. Scholes mentioned they didn't have control. They did in terms of possession, but the quality wasn't there. Second half, the quality was there. And the finishing was off the charts. I think for Ole, I'd be surprised if he didn't say that was one of the best halves they've played since he's been there.
And as soon as he emerges from the United dressing room, where he's no doubt congratulating his players and just going through that game, we'll bring you the interview with Reshman and the Manchester United boss, Paul Pogba. At half-time, we were talking about getting him more involved in the game. Second half, he was exceptional and he gets his goal.
He was, yeah. It was real. As I said, this position is perfect. When you want to be a bit of a maverick, you have a free role in a team, you can do it from that side because, look, the right-back will be the one who's allocated to mark him, but once he steps in field, the right back, there's no way he can go with him, and it gives him the freedom of the pitch. And he showed tonight some of the quality he showed was brilliant.
Scholes, the one thing we noticed today was actually a lot of short corners from United, and a lot of short corners. And when you watch the initial, just the short corner, there's only really one goes out to pressure the boys, and what that does is that leaves Bruno Fernandes in acres of space. And the thing that I like about it for United, look at the size advantage they have Scholes in there.
Oh,
the ball from Bruno is absolutely world class, but Cavani's big, Lindelof, Pogba, McTominay, Maguire, they're gonna win those balls in there, don't they? And the header and the delivery are just world class.
Yeah, delivery is fantastic. You say we're seeing short corners all the time, and we see why there. You know, if you get people like Fernandes time on the ball, he's going to deliver quality, there's no doubt about it. And as you say, United have got 5 giants there. And I felt a little bit sorry for Chris. He does get under it a little bit, but sometimes the quality of the ball is just too good for the opposition. And it's a lovely header as well, and Paul's overdue a goal, and let's hope he can go on a good run now.
It's easy, this sort of analysis, isn't it, when we're just running through good stuff, because the manager makes a change, brings on Mason Greenwood. A few minutes later, he gets his goal as well, and it feels like the game's over at 5-2. It's definitely over at 6-2.
But I think that's why we spoke about the fact that Paul can play inside. That means you can get Marcus off the left, you can get Mason on the right, you can get Cavani up top. Plus you got Pogba and Bruno, and then say, defensive midfield player, whether there's McTominay or Fred or Matic. And the thing is as well, these guys affect the game. This is the ball that Scholes mentioned about Cavani. How about this for a ball, by the way, Scholes?
Oh, it's brilliant. Outside of his boot. Fantastic into Mason. Do you know what? And as Mason's going through, you're expecting goals.
You do. I'm with you, Scholes.
He's that good a finisher. He's that good a player. He's going through, possibly on his weaker foot as well. But you're just thinking goal, and it's
Come on, Scholes. This is what United fans want to see. It's a shame they're not here because Bruno, Cavani, Pogba, Mason Greenwood, Rashford. there's so many quality players on that pitch. You just want to see more of this because they have it in them.
Yeah, of course they have it in them. We know. We see it probably away from home more than we do at home. But tonight, if these fans had been here, they'd have loved that second half. Yeah. 5 goals, was it? Some of the play was fantastic. The confidence the players were showing. Look, it's good. It's against a Roma team that we're a little bit unlucky, I suppose.
Well, with those injuries, Maron in goal and conceding all those goals.
They're not a great team anyway. And then to go lose them 3 players was difficult for them. But give credit to Manchester United. I thought they were brilliant.
All right. And they were led.
They're probably a better team away from home as well. Yeah. Look, they're through. We know that now. Can they go there and relax a little bit? I'm sure they can. Maybe give a few players a rest, which would be nice as well. They're in a great position.
I'll tell you what, Roma are not going to want to come here anymore to Manchester, are they? Every time they come here, it ends up like that. Unbelievable. So credit United. When they get it rolling, Scholesy, they're first class to watch.
Oh, it was brilliant. That second half was, some of the passing, moving, the link play with Pogba and Fernando that we was talking about, then bringing Mason Greenwood on as well to score a goal. It was just a perfect night. Cavani leading the line, looks a proper centre forward. 2 really good goals. Bit of a lucky penalty, I think. But look, job's done tonight. Game over. Let's move on to next week. Enjoy it. And let's look forward to a nice final in Poland.
Wonderful. Look at that. Wonderful. Positivity. 2 happy pundits alongside me this evening.